Alright, so here's some entry level information that you may want to know if you want to take the Active IQ Level 2 or Level 3 personal training program in the Middle East. Okay, now if when we're talking about the Middle East, I would recommend that the best place to take this program is Fitness First Middle East, because Fitness First provides a very strong and rigid foundation on the curriculum of this program, and they teach it with a very efficient way. They have certified and experienced master trainers and educators who are working to deliver this program in the best way possible for all students. Okay, so my first point is that I would highly recommend, if you want to take this program, the best body to take it from or institution is Fitness First Education Academy. The minimum age requirement will be 16 plus for the Active IQ training program. Now, Active IQ, as we know, like for example, NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine, and the American Council of Exercise, which are two very big famous institutions or awarding bodies for fitness, they are American, okay? Active IQ is a UK based fitness awarding body or institution, okay? Now, what is some entry level information that we need to know before we take this course? Specifically in Fitness First Academy, okay, or how they do it. But generally, the Active IQ guideline consists of three major parts before you can get your certification, okay, whether it's level 2 or level 3 personal training. Now, first of all, what's the difference between level 2 and level 3? I don't want to go too into depth in this, but it's all comes in the name. The name says it all, okay? Level 2 is named Level 2 Gym Instructor, while Level 3 is Diploma in Personal Training. You can train then. You're eligible to train. But with the Level 2, you're just an instructor, just to instruct. For example, working in commercial gyms, who just have one trainer who's walking around just looking at people and like correcting their form. Oh, you're not doing this correct. Oh, you just engage your core more or push the chest up. Okay, not personal training, just instructing. Okay, but with the level 3, yes, you are licensed to coach. And by the way, both of them, or actually all certifications from Active IQ, are accredited by Reps UAE. Now, coming to Active IQ certification. So, there are three major parts before you get your qualification. The first part you need to complete, by the way, it doesn't have to be in this order. You can do your LAPs first and then do your theory, but again, the three major parts, how it is recommended is, first of all, the theory exam. So the theory exam will be multiple choice, and to study for the theory exam, you're going to be using the Active IQ training manual. Okay, it's like a book or a guide, all right? It has all the information that you need to pass the theory exam and some tips that you can also use for your practical exam. Okay, so that's number one. I'm not gonna go into too detail into all the three parts, not to make it too confusing. It's very simple, okay? The first part is theory. To study for that, you're going to be using the training guideline manual. The second part is the 4 approvals. So 4 things need to be approved by the tutor or assessor that is going to be teaching you the course from Active IQ or Fitness First before you take the practical exam. The most, let's say, the one that has the highest priority is your LAPs, which is the Learner Achievement Portfolio. What is that? The Learner Achievement Portfolio is just like a worksheet with a bunch of questions to have some sort of proof that you really understand what you're studying. It's just like question and a box for answer, and a question and a box for answer, and another question and a box for answer, about 40 pages, okay? So you'll have to fill that in. It's just an assignment, provided that you're giving the correct answers and appropriate answers, and if it is approved, then you move on to the next step, okay? So you have the LAPs, which is one of the major 4 things that need to be approved. After that, you have the program card, infographic card and interview card, okay? Now the LAP and the infographic card are two things that you can do by yourself very fast. Infographic card, it is just some sort of research presentation that needs to be made, usually about a topic, like it could be obesity and diabetes in the UK 2025 or something like that, which they're going to give you, and you just have to do some research about it, make some nice presentation about it, and submit that, okay? So these are two things that you can do by yourself. Now, the other two things, which is the interview card and the program card. Yeah. So these two things, they are related to the third stage, which is the practical exam, okay? Because in the practical exam, you're going to be coaching a client, right? And you're going to be assessed in your ability to instruct a client. Also personal training at the same time, but it's more based on the instructing because it's level 2 here. So it's not as tricky as the level 3. But anyhow, the two things that need to be approved, which is related to the practical exam, is the interview and program card. What are those? Interview card is just a health stat card. It's basically you'd have to do some sort of in-body check-in for your client, the client that you're going to be coaching in the practical exam, and it gives you basic information like their weight, height, BMI, body fat percentage, skeletal mass percentage, and etc. Okay, so you're just going to dump that into that document that you get, where you have to fill it in and write a brief summary about the data that you have collected. That's the interview card, okay? The last one is the program card. Program, because you're going to be programming a workout, okay? So by the Active IQ guidelines, a general workout that you have to program for your client should include a general warm-up, a dynamic warm-up. Dynamic warm-up is different from a general warm-up because you're going to be moving your body more in a 360 motion, or I mean like moving it, you know, sort of rotating it in 3-dimension, okay? Anyhow, general warm-up and dynamic warm-up. After that, we have resistance machine training. We have freestyle, free weight, functional training. Okay, you want to include all of that. You want to include a cool down. You want to include a static stretch. So don't worry, all the titles are going to be given in the program card, but you just have to fill them in with the appropriate exercises that you want to choose to teach this client on the exam day, practical exam. Now, do remember that don't choose something which you like. Choose something that you feel you can teach the client easily, and the client can be able to do it whether he's a beginner or advanced, okay? Because if you choose what you like to do, you might be a professional at it, but your client might not be so good at it, okay? So never, like, regardless of the fact that you know how to teach it, okay, very well, because your client isn't performing so well, he might get confused and make a mistake, and it could affect your exam. So you want to choose something that's easy for even a beginner to do, because you know it's not about how hard you programmed your program card or how many hard exercises you put in it or how easy it is. No, it's about assessing your ability to instruct and be confident during the exam, knowing where the equipment in the gym is, going with the flow, right? And just, you know, being easy with it, okay? Not stressing yourself out too much, all right? So it's all about your ability to basically live in the environment of becoming or being a fitness professional. Not about I'm coaching him a clean and jerk for the first time. Like, wow, you know, it's like we haven't done a progression of deadlift and of clean and of jerks. Okay, we're just jumping right into it. Okay, he's a beginner. No, it's not like that. Just because you would like to do it doesn't mean that you're going to do that to him, not even in a real life situation, nor in the practical exam, because that's not good. You might think that might make your practical exam, you know, when the tutor is assessing your program card, he might think, oh wow, it's such an advanced workout. No, it's he's gonna think, okay, it's nice, but let's see how well he can explain it and the client can perform it. Now you might be thinking that, okay, but why does it matter how well the client can perform it as long as I coach this well, right? Well, if he doesn't perform it well, the client, he could make some argument with you, which you might get a bit, you know, temped up, and it might affect your exam. So you want to be careful with that, and that's just some entry-level information you have to know for the Active IQ Level 2 and Level 3, mainly Level 2 personal training qualifications.